As I was saying, that was his library that he set up to kind of proliferate the idea of the lost cause of the Confederacy, and slavery wasn't so bad. Gave them lots of opportunities, right? Lots of opportunities for the slaves. It was that was philanthropy, really. Philanthropist. It said right there on the plaque that he's a philanthropist. Maybe him being a slave owner and slave trader was his philanthropy to the slaves. It's great. One last thing I like to point out is this really beautiful Himalayan cedar that was planted here. And to this day, 130 years later, it's still beautiful. A really special tree here. Really something lovely. But I remember I wanted to say about that library that he set up. Luckily some very brilliant librarians that were put in charge of his fund and his library used that money to document slavery, articles, maps, writings, all kinds of things of slavery from all over the United States. And scholars and historians can use that database to this day. So in the end, there is a little silver lining to that story, And thank you, librarians, for doing that. But they say the ghost of his wife hangs out up there and screams that he used to lock her in there when he would leave the city. And the bats would attack her and she would scream. That's the old ghost story, at least. But really, I think it's haunted by the slaves that he used to beat and murder and rape. That's the real haunting, if you ask me. Anyways, a little piece of the history of UT.